Hello guys, welcome back to our online classes. Let's start. So, I have a question that I have problems with. What do you do when the cashier asks you for a donation in the supermarket? You know, when you're paying and they ask you, would you like to donate some money for this thing? What do you usually do with this situation? Do you give money? Maybe you don't. Why do you do this? We're going to talk about this during class, so think about it, okay? So anyway, guys, have you ever heard the expression boycott? Not with O, but with U. Boycott. I want you to find it, and then we're going to come back and talk more about it, okay? So stop the video. Okay, so you probably already know what is boycott, right? Okay, cool. So do you ever boycott? Do you think companies should have social responsibilities? Why? Think about these things and we're going to discuss this during class, okay? Good. So let's continue, guys. I want you to listen to an audio. Listen, do Erkan and Dion agree that it works? Okay? So let's listen and then we're going to check the answers, okay?
Have you heard that expression to boycott?
Not sure. What is it?
It's when you buy a company's products because you support its corporate policies, like if they support a cause you believe in, or if they do business ethically. It's like the opposite of boycott.
Oh, right. Does it work? I mean, consumers don't have that much influence, do they?
But don't you think companies should listen to their customers?
Well, to some extent, maybe.
I think people want businesses to give something back to the community and to have ethical practices. It makes sense for any corporation to do that, doesn't it?
Well, granted, the notion of corporate social responsibility is very popular. It's fine in theory. In practice, it's more complex than that, isn't it? And in any event, don't companies only do what's good for their bottom line?
So what do you think? Do they agree or they disagree? Why? We're gonna check this and discuss it during class, okay? So guys, I want you to notice. I want you to read the extract from the audio. Do you think Erkan is asking a question here? Don't you think companies should listen to their customers? So I know that grammar-wise, you can see that this is a question. But do you think that he's actually asking a question? Well, you see, we can use these kind of expressions when we want to persuade someone. We can use negative questions to try to persuade someone to agree with us. Don't you think companies should listen to their customers? In this sentence, Erkan is trying to persuade Dion to share his point of view. He is not asking if he thinks this is correct, right? I want you to notice. I want you to notice that he's starting the question with a negative, right? Don't you think? We can also use tag questions in the same way. It makes more sense for any corporation, doesn't it? We make a statement and then we add a tag question at the end, doesn't it? Yeah. And when we use this, we're trying to push our opinion into someone, right? To persuade someone to agree with us. Okay, guys. So let's continue. Okay. This is another speaking strategy which I think is very important, and it's using the word granted. You can use granted when someone makes a point that is good, but it doesn't change your opinion. Yeah. So for example, someone says to me like, you know what? Well, pineapple pizza it's good because it's cheap. So I say, well, granted, I agree that it is cheap, granted, but I don't think it's good. Yeah. Okay, guys. So I want you to open up your student book on the page 62, and I want you to read the excerpt from the conversation. Rewrite the first question as a negative question and not a question tag. Okay. So this is your homework, and we're going to check it during class. Guys, thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you in class.